It is completely irrelevant who the identity is and what his motives were. And why is it irrelevant? Because it happened in America. It happened in America, and in America, the only thing that matters is narratives. And it doesn't matter what the police investigation finds. It doesn't matter what law enforcement concludes. It doesn't matter what the judges say, what the court says, what his sentence is, or what have you. No one cares about that because everyone is going to follow whatever narrative suits their political agendas. There's never going to be a unanimous acceptance of whatever law enforcement concludes about this boy. Never. Just like there isn't until now about Kennedy, there isn't about 9/11, there isn't about Martin Luther King's assassination, there isn't even about Malcolm X's assassination, or any assassination, RFK's assassination. There's no consensus, there's no, not consensus, there's no unanimity. Everyone does not accept the official version, and that will be the case with this case. Everyone will follow whatever narrative suits their agenda.
Yeah, today and years from now.
So if the killing happened in a civilized country, in an intelligent country, then it would matter who did it. And it would matter why they did it, and it would matter what the investigation found. All of that would matter. And the conclusion of the law enforcement investigation would be accepted by the public. There wouldn't be any dissenting, strange theories about it. But this happened in America. Therefore, anything that happens in America is immediately inserted into the narrative meat grinder, and what comes out, comes out. And it has no resemblance to the truth whatsoever, and no one cares. Because, if, like we were talking about, we were sort of joking about it in the chat. Nail said, what, Jewish candles were found in his dresser drawer. Okay, they weren't. But all that has to happen is for someone to say that they were, and now that becomes part of the lore. That becomes part of the narrative. And obviously, we've seen over the last, since it happened, there's a narrative developing that Charlie Kirk was going to change sides against Israel, and that he was going to, take a different position, and therefore Israel killed him, and that a guy heard from a guy who's close to Charlie Kirk that Charlie Kirk said that he's afraid Israel is going to kill him if he turns against them, and blah, 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 blah. Okay? All of this is because Israel is finished. Zionism is finished. The OCGFC, the A-National OCGFC, the owners and controllers of global financialized capital, no longer have a use for Zionism. Now Zionism and Israel, as it has existed for the last 70 years, is a liability now. Now, you have a population that you radicalized in America, the right wing, who are by nature, to the bone, hate Jews. To the bone. These fundamentalist Christians, these KKK progeny, hate Jews at the core of their being. And now they're all pro-Israel. And even their pro-Israel status, even their pro-Israel stance, their pro-Zionist stance is based on the desire for the annihilation of the Jews on the end times. That we're going to bring about the Armageddon so that all the Jews can die. So even their love for Israel is based on their hatred of the Jews. So they have it in their bones to hate Jews, but you have programmed them to suppress that and to love Israel, and to talk like that cartoon Ted Cruz about the Bible tells me to love Israel and so on. Okay, now you have to deprogram them. You have to let them know, no, you can actually remove the lid on your anti-Jewish hatred now. And you've had Candace Owens, you've had Tucker Carlson, you've had a number of others, Dan, what's his name, the Armenian, a number of others, who are helping the right-wing, white, evangelical, Christian Zionists come to terms with and to reconcile themselves with, it's actually okay for me to just come out as a flaming anti-Semite. I hate to use that term because obviously it's wrong. Flaming hater of Jews. And one of the purposes of that service obviously also is that it washes the blame of America. That's one of the reasons why they talk about IPAC all the time. And why they say that these sterling congressmen and congresswomen and senators and powerful people had to be blackmailed by Jeffrey Epstein to support Israel. Like the millions of dollars that they get from the defense sector isn't enough Uh, so this narrative now, there was a narrative that was developing since Charlie Kirk was killed that the Mossad did it, that Israel did it, and Allahu Alam. Allahu Alam. It's possible. It's not impossible. It's possible. But the point here is that that's a narrative that they're pushing to serve a political agenda, which is the agenda of that is in line with or aligned with the existing trajectory and momentum. So it may or may not be true, but spreading that narrative has a function and has a purpose. Because certainly you and I both know, if it was true, if it is true that Mossad did it, you would never find out.
Yeah.
Because precisely for the same reasons that same faction, that same political faction talks about, Jewish control of anything and everything, Jewish control of the media, Jewish control of finance, Jewish control of the banks, Jewish control of politics, Jews control the whole world, and so on and so on and so on. That same faction is the ones that would be saying that the Israelis are the ones who killed Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Well, how did they let that get out? How did they let you find that out? How did they let that information leak when they have such control? Maybe they did. But again, my point, I'll go back to the point of, if an event happens and the details of that event are unclear, and the reasons for that event are unclear, let's move to something that is clear, which is existing momentum and trajectories.